Today I thought I would tell you what I thought about my first semester back as a college student after 40 with 2 kids in a foreign country. Stay tuned. Hi and welcome back. So I thought I would just give you a little recap of who I am in case you're new to my channel. My name is Kelly and I'm an American who lives in rural Denmark, small town, with my Danish husband and our 2 boys who are younger. They go to elementary school, or if you're Danish, they go to folkeskole. And the thing is that I moved to Denmark almost 4 years ago, and I decided that I wanted to try to get a job right away. And as luck would have it, I actually did find a job. I was a teacher in the US. I had a bachelor's in English, a master's in teaching, and I was a teacher for many years. I got a job as a teacher here in Denmark, and I worked there for 2.5 years, and I just decided that it just didn't feel right, and I wanted to see if I could pursue other things. And so I decided to go back to school, which is something that I never thought I'd do. You know, having a master's, usually the next step is for you to go and get a PhD. I never wanted to do that. You know, normally if you go into a PhD, you're really wanting to kind of like research something, or you have a subject that you really are interested in. I just thought, you know, that's not something I want to do, especially with kids. I mean, I don't know if you ever have a baby and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. Well, it never slows down, let me tell you. I love my kids, but I want to be able to fit into Denmark. You know, I want to kind of find where it is that I fit. And it's not to say that I won't ever go back to teaching. I mean, that is a very strong possibility. I really love teaching English. I love teaching literature. But as of right now, I'm really just trying something new. So I've gone back to school, and as of now, I have just finished my first semester of college. And I say college because in the US, we say college kind of when we mean university. But in a way, I'm looking at this kind of as community college, because that's the first 2 years of a program, but you can't get, you know, a bachelor's from it. You have to keep going. So I seriously started completely over. Because of what I originally went to school for, I didn't really have any of the classes that are required for this program, and I thought there's just no way I want to try doing something like this at a master's level or even at a PhD level, because there's so much stuff I have no knowledge of. And I thought, well, this could be fun because it's an international program and it's taught in English. So if I was doing something that I felt comfortable in, then maybe I would have done it in Danish. But because I'm doing something that is, I don't know, involves math, out of my comfort zone, I thought, well, I'll stick with English. And it's been a very interesting experience, to say the least. So I'm going to tell you some things about this program. First of all, in Denmark, and I don't know if this is just how things work over every type of school. I mean, we used it in the school where I taught, but I also taught in an international program, so I wouldn't say that we did everything 100% Danish. But I also did teach in a Danish school, and I did see this quite often, but it's group work. In Denmark, they put a lot of emphasis on group work. In the US, we do use group work, but the thing is that I wouldn't say that it is the most important thing. In this program, I have not done anything individually except for my final exam. It is crazy. I have done all of my practice, all of my work, everything in a group. And a lot of people would say, oh my gosh, I would hate that. I hate group work. And I was of the same mindset at the very beginning. I thought, oh, I would rather do this by myself. I don't want to rely on anybody else. You know, you've probably been in that situation before where you've been in a group with someone and they just don't show up, or they don't do their fair share, or you butt heads and it's just horrible. That's happened to me, all of them. And I really just didn't want to do that again. But I got so lucky, I have to say. My group was probably, and I know this is just me saying it, maybe, I don't know, but I think it's true. My group was probably the best group out of the entire class. We got so lucky. We were able to choose our own group and it just worked out. I mean, really, you don't know anybody. It's an international program where everybody comes from all these different countries. A lot of people come from Eastern European countries. We have a guy from Portugal. And there is also 5 people from Nepal, which is crazy. I've never known that many people from Nepal at one point in time, but it's really kind of nice that they have each other. So it's very diverse of what we have in our classroom. And we don't know each other. So we were really lucky to find each other and do this group work. But everything, I mean, we've even done, like, our last project that we did before exams was a 50-page research paper. Crazy that we had to write as a group, and we had to organize and make sure everybody was doing their part, and then we had to revise. And I have to say that it was probably one of the best experiences that I've had in a group. And I think that we did such great work. The thing is, though, is that what we have done in this class, and I don't know if this is normal, so please chime in if you have gone to a school in Denmark, but we have gotten nothing back. We haven't really turned in a lot of work. There maybe have been some assignments here and there, and if we do a presentation in class, then we will get some verbal feedback right away when we're done. But that's the only feedback that we've ever been given. We haven't been given any of our assignments back. We haven't gotten any of our tests back. Some of them are either pass or fail. So I don't even know what I did right on it or what I did wrong. So to me, that's kind of a negative in my book, because I don't know how I'm doing. I can't judge how I'm doing. I've gotten a grade. I've got a pretty good grade, actually, for this semester. But a big problem that I have is I have no idea what we got on that report. I don't know if that's something that's ever going to come, but we have not gotten anything back. So it's difficult. In the US, if you do an assignment, you will get it graded and it will be returned to you. So you can learn from your mistakes. Everything that I've ever done as a teacher has been graded and given back. What's the point of having your students do something if they don't know that they're doing it right? That's my opinion. I mean, I have done everything that's been asked of me. I've read everything. I've done all the assignments. I've studied my butt off. But I have no idea, because the only real grade that you get is your exam grade at the end of the semester. So the exam that I took a couple of days ago, that was the only grade that I got. In the US, you would have assignments that were spread out throughout the whole semester. And then we usually have midterms, which means we would have tests in maybe October of that first semester, just to show you where you're at. And we also had it where if you missed maybe like 3 classes, then you'd be kicked out. There have been people in this program that have missed whole weeks, maybe 2 weeks in a row. I haven't seen some people and I can't tell you how long, and they're still in the program. There's just all these weird things that I'm just so not used to. But I have to say that I am learning. It's not that I'm showing up every day and it's from like 8 to 4 and I don't know what I'm learning. I definitely am learning quite a bit about some things that I never thought I would learn about. And then how is it being a mom? Let me tell you, it has been tricky. I mean, yes, there are people who are full-time workers and then they come home and they have their families. It's very much like that. But then obviously afterwards, I have all of this reading to do. One thing that we think of as like a community college in the US, you try to get all of your prerequisites out of the way. So that's all the classes that really have nothing to do so much with your degree, but you have to have kind of a base in all of these different areas before you can start taking your core classes. This program is only 2 years, and it's intensive 2 years, which means I don't get to pick which classes that I take. The program is already set out for me, and everybody who's in my program, all 25 people, we have the same schedule. We are in the same classes every day, every week, every month for 2 whole years. And the thing is that the second fall semester that we have, we're going to be able to choose our own electives. And that means that of us 25, then we'll be branching off into these other groups, I guess. So I'm really interested to see what happens with that, come 6 months from now or whatever. But the thing is that there's no prerequisites. I am in core classes every single day from like 8 to 4, and some days are just all one class. So I might go from 8 to 3 and it's only economics, and I have economics all day long and nothing else. And then I might have 2 days of something else, and then the next day is another day that's fully economics, for example. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But they're really packing in a lot of information. So it's a lot of note taking. I mean, I filled up, I can't tell you how many notebooks with notes and stuff, because I'm old school, I write it out. It is a lot of work. But I put in a lot of hours with reading everything and studying and all that. I know that there are moms out there who work all day, and then some of them even go to school at night, and then they have to find time to study. Kudos to you if that is you, especially single moms out there. That is just absolutely amazing. I can't imagine that type of life. I'm pretty lucky in the sense that my husband helps out at home when he's home. And we've really managed to make sure that the boys aren't involved in so much. Last year, they were both involved in something 3 or 4 days out of the week. And this year, we make sure that they are only doing something 2 days a week. So we have some days where we can just be a family or just, relax a little bit. It's a lot of work. But I keep thinking that 2 years are going to go by so fast, and I'm going to be so glad that I did this program. So what do I think overall about my first semester? Well, I really think that I'm learning a lot, so there's a plus. I really enjoyed working with my group, so that's another plus. I really have gotten excited about some of the things that I'm learning, and I'm surprised at how excited I am. So that's 3. You really want to enjoy what you're doing. And I've also learned some things that have helped me with my blog and with my YouTube channel. So that is 4. That is a big bonus in my opinion. I've been able to enhance things with both of these different channels that I've been on, and it's just amazing how just little changes really make a difference. But this upcoming semester, again, it's going to be quite a bit of work. What do we have to look forward to? Well, we are going to be taking a study trip. So I'm going to be going to another country with my class for an entire week. So I will let you know about that coming up in a couple of months. And also, I'm going to be learning more about internships. So in 2021, I'm going to be doing an internship. I have no idea where. I'm really excited to find out what my options are for Viborg or Randers or Silkeborg or Aarhus or something like that. I'm really getting excited about talking more about the future. Thanks for coming along with me. I managed to survive this first semester. I can breathe easily. This is my week off transition between first semester and second semester. So I am all smiles. I have no worries. But do you have any questions for me with regards to going back to school in a foreign country? it's so crazy. I've always wanted to do a study abroad, but it just never worked out when I was younger. And then here I am doing it as a mother of two. And I just had a birthday. I'm 42 years old. So it's really kind of an exciting thing. I don't feel that being in my 40s means that I'm too old to go back to school. These times just go by so quickly. And I know 2 years will be up before I know it. But if you have any questions for me, please let me know down in the comments. What is your study experience like if you are in Denmark? Are you a dame? And tell me about your experience. Are you an international studying in Denmark? Let me know. I'd really like to know how maybe your program is different, or what you like or what you don't like about it. I think that this would be really a top-notch program had we gotten feedback. I mean, that's like the only really thorn in my side, is that we don't get the feedback for how we're doing. I feel like I'm trying to do it the best that I can, but I don't really know if I did it right or not. And that's kind of frustrating. But overall, thumbs up, ready for another semester. And thanks for coming along with me in these videos. So this is number 3 of my experiences as a mom going back to school. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos, and don't forget to check out my blog, New and Improved, and I will see you in another video. Take care.